welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. It is Sunday afternoon and I just had the loveliest slow morning, just taking everything super slow, and then I went to the gym, I did some groceries, and I came back and I took a long bath and I shaved and I used my IPL laser, all of that good stuff, and now I'm just feeling so refreshed and calm and ready for the rest of the day that I'm gonna share with you, which is so fun. I have been looking so much forward to filming this video. If you saw my last video, you know that it ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, which I will get back to very soon. But another big thing that has happened in my life is that this video is gonna be the first time I ever share any sponsored content. So if you've been following my journey, you know that I am a relatively new YouTuber. I started back in September and my channel has been slowly but surely growing from there, and thank you so much to everyone who has been supporting me along this way. I appreciate you all so much. I have been receiving quite a few emails regarding brand deals, and I have never actually really answered any of them because I've just wanted to create the content that I wanted to make and learn as I go and not feel any pressure with finances or any of that stuff. I've just been making videos because I thought it was fun, so all of the emails I've gotten regarding brand deals I've actually just ignored. Up until now, I feel like I've found a voice with my content and I'm slowly starting to look into those emails a little bit and see what I'm interested in, what I'm not, what sounds like fun, which leads me to the sponsor of this next part of the video. I am so grateful for Level 8 for sponsoring this next part of the video. So Level 8 is a New York based luggage company that makes the most beautiful suitcases and much more I've ever seen in my life, and they were kind enough to send me a suitcase. And as you guys know, I travel a lot all the time back and forth between Denmark and England to go see James, and I have never had a nice suitcase, but I'm never going back. I am in love. I can already tell it's super good quality, and I love the sleek, timeless design of it. Of course, I got the carry-on size so that I can bring it on the plane with me. What I love most about it is that the wheels are so sleek and it just moves so seamlessly and quietly. Another major selling point for me is that the handlebar goes up so far. As you know, I'm a very tall woman and I get back pain from using normal suitcases because the handlebar just does not go up far enough for me. And I also love that it's on 4 wheels. It's the perfect size. It has 2 compartments and I can already tell that it's super spacious and that I can fill all my stuff in here for my trips to England. It also has some extra zipper compartments for extra organization. I just know my next travel is gonna be so organized and clean. Like, I want to only ever put clean stuff in this luggage. They also have a ton of beautiful colors on their website. I went with the black because I thought it was the most timeless one. It also has a lock on top so you can create your own little passcode and lock the suitcase, which is just such a nice added feature. So if you're interested in checking out Level 8's products, I'll leave a link down in the description that you can follow, and I actually have a discount code for you guys as well. So if you put in SaraBH10, you get 10% off for your next purchase on the Level 8 website. So again, thank you so much to Level 8 for sponsoring this part of the video. This is a big step for me to be finally venturing on to the next step of this YouTube journey with actually doing some branded collaborations. But I promise you, I will only make any collaborations with brands that I really love, and I can just tell everything about this brand is so cool. It's quality, it's timeless, and that's the kind of thing that I want to promote for you guys. And let's move on. It's time. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. If you watched my latest video, you know that there is something quite big that has happened in my life recently that I'm so excited to talk to you guys about. If you haven't watched the latest video, I'll link it somewhere up here. Go check that out. But yeah, there is something I've been wanting to tell you, which is I'm engaged. What? I am engaged to the love of my life. and I couldn't be happier. I've been wanting to share this with you for a long time. However, I did want to share it with friends and family first, and also just enjoy this time with James. So as you know, I'm in a long distance relationship with my now fiance James, and he lives in England and I live here in Copenhagen, Denmark, and we travel back and forth every month to see each other. But James is doing his PhD and has 2 years left, so that's why we're doing long distance, and I work here in Copenhagen. If you've seen my Scotland vlog, that's where it happened. So I've been engaged and I've been on cloud 9 for the past month, ever since getting back from Scotland, where we had the most romantic, amazing few days. And I vlogged that trip, but I did not share the major event that happened there. But James actually filmed the proposal, so of course I'll share the clip with you guys in a second. But let me give you some backstory. James and I have been together for 2.5 years now. We met in Paris back in 2022 when I was studying there. We were both studying in Paris. We met there and we fell in love really quickly. When we met, I only had 3-4 months left of my semester in Paris before I knew I had to go back home to Copenhagen. So obviously we knew that what we had couldn't turn into anything serious, but we liked each other so much, so we made a deal that we would keep seeing each other and we'd just have to enjoy the limited time we had and say goodbye come December. And we had a blast for 3 months and we quickly fell very much in love, and I was heartbroken about the idea that I knew that we had to say goodbye at the end of my semester when I had to go back to Copenhagen. And James was studying his master's, but he was studying online at an English university, but decided why not just do that from Paris. So that's the kind of person he is. But we had an amazing time and we were nearing the end, and at one point James started talking about, well, maybe we don't have to break up, maybe we can do long distance. I had never done long distance before at this point in my life, and I really did not believe in that for a second. I thought that's not a real relationship if we're not together. But then at one point James actually offered that he could go with me back to Copenhagen once my semester in Paris ended, and he could finish his master's degree there, and because he was still doing it online. And that's when everything changed. We decided to do just that, and from there everything just moved really quickly. James moved in with me in Copenhagen for the spring semester while he was finishing his master's degree, and we lived together in Copenhagen, which was amazing. But then he got his PhD spot and had to go back to England, so we've only actually lived in the same country for the first year of our relationship, and then we've been long distance for 1.5 years now. Because of Brexit, I can't really move to England for James, unfortunately. I think if it hadn't been for Brexit, I'd probably be living in England by now, because I finished my degree and I might as well have gone to England to apply for jobs there. But again, because of Brexit, that wasn't an opportunity for me. But luckily James actually does have a European passport. His mother is from Finland, so that's why James could move to Paris where we met, and one day maybe he will move to Denmark, or I will move to England when we are married and when he has a job there and everything you need to get me to the country. But it's definitely gonna be some work, but we're not really worried about that. We can both see ourselves in the other person's country. I can definitely see myself living in England one day. James can totally see himself living in Copenhagen or in Denmark, so we're not really worried about that. Either way, it'll be amazing when we get to be together, and for now it's actually working really well with the long distance. So James is super busy with his PhD and also pursuing an acting career on top of that, and I'm really busy with my work in the film industry while also running a YouTube channel on top of that. And I honestly don't know how any of us would be able to pursue these dreams. If we were in the same place, obviously we would want to spend so much more time together, so that would make it really hard to pursue our dream the way we are able to do now. So we both see it in a super positive light that we have these next 2 years to become the best versions of ourselves ourselves and pursue both of our dreams so that when we are able to live in the same country and come together, we are so much closer to be able to build the dream life, because we do share so many dreams, and he is the only person I could ever want to spend the rest of my life with. He is the best man that I know and the love of my life, my biggest cheerleader and my biggest support. And I'm getting emotional now. I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for James. I would not have a YouTube channel. I would not have started my fitness journey. I would not have the confidence and the self-love that I do today if it wasn't for him. I was a completely different person when we met, but James is such an amazing human. He has a confidence and a self-belief that I've never seen in anyone else. He backs himself 100% in anything he wants to do, which has gotten him really, really far in life so far, and I'm so proud of him. And on top of that, he has also made me believe in myself and in my dreams. And before I met James, my dreams were so small, and he has opened my eyes to the world and made me realize that there is nothing I can't do, and there is no dream that is too big. And yeah, I love him. So I'm very, very, very happy that he decided to propose to me in Scotland, and I'll insert the clip now. So as you can tell in the clip, I am very surprised and kind of in shock. So here's what happened. We were celebrating Christmas in England with James' family this year, and then on my birthday, on the 26th, we drove up to Scotland where we had rented this Airbnb, a little cottage. And if you haven't seen the vlog, I'll link that up here, but we had some beautiful, beautiful days in Scotland. But the first thing that happens, we get into the cabin, we start unpacking our things, and then James says, oh, you know, I actually have an extra birthday present for you waiting out in the back of the car. Can you go check? And I'm like, okay. So I walk out to the car alone and I check in the boot, and I can't find anything. So I'm yelling at him like, there's nothing here, like I can't find anything, and he doesn't answer. So I eventually go back into the cabin, and when I open the door, there he is, my man, down on one knee, and he says my name in a terrible English accent and asks me if I want to marry him. Very simple. And I've never seen this man nervous, but he was definitely a little shaky there. And he had been so tense all day, but apparently James has known that he wanted to propose for like months before this moment, and I honestly couldn't have wanted it any other way. So he proposed, and we were like, okay, what do we do? We're proposed, what are you supposed to do now? And we were in this little cabin, but we decided to go into the little village and pick up some Indian food and just go back home. And we watched Forrest Gump on the television and some English game shows, and then that was it, and we were just engaged, and it was the best day of my life. So I definitely did not see it coming. I feel like I'm 27 now, but I feel like I am a little baby, and I was definitely not like waiting around to get proposed to. I thought that was way down the line for us, but I felt so sure and certain when I said yes. Yeah, I've just felt a sense of calm and just calm happiness ever since, and I love him so much, and I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together. So as for the wedding, that's what everyone asks. We are in no rush to get married. I've always known that I wanted to marry James one day, but I've never had any dreams about the wedding itself. No matter how it happens, it will be small and intimate, but whether we're actually gonna just elope the two of us, I have a small party one day. We want to give ourselves the time to figure it out so that we don't regret doing anything too rushed, but again, we are in no rush, and I'm just so happy being engaged. I think that is the most chic thing ever, the most romantic thing ever. I love it. It does feel a little weird to be engaged and then I just moved into my own apartment, but then at the same time we have a whole life ahead of us to look forward to, and I'm just trying to romanticize being on my own in this beautiful apartment in Copenhagen, working a job that I love and having a man that I love just an hour away by plane. So that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. And of course, maybe you want to see the ring. This is what the ring looks like. It's just a super simple but beautiful diamond ring, and it is exactly what I've always dreamed of. I love that it just looks like an engagement ring, which is exactly what I wanted, so he did so well. So I was not the first person to know. James is a bit more traditional than I am, but I think it's so romantic. But he actually had called up both of my parents to ask for their permission to propose ahead of time, and they've known for a few weeks before me, so they were so stressed out and so scared to tell me, but luckily no one did. And then James also called up two of my best friends, Emma and Catherine, to show them the ring that he had picked out, and just wanted to check that they agreed that they thought that that would be something I liked, so they helped him out a little bit, but he chose this one on his own and he did so well. So just, this is everything I ever wanted and everything I never knew I wanted, but I'm so happy to have a ring on my finger that symbolizes the love and we have for each other and the bright future ahead of us and the many babies we're gonna make and the home we're gonna build together and the amazing careers that we both have ahead of us and all the dreams we're gonna pursue. It's all like represented in this beautiful diamond ring that I now have on my finger, and I get to call James my fiance. So okay. Enough of the sentimental stuff. That was a very long rant. How long was that? I can't even see. Oh, 30 minutes, damn. But moving on with the rest of the day, I have a bunch of fun things planned for the rest of the day. Like I said, it's Sunday, so I'm going back to work tomorrow, but it is also the 2nd of February, which is a new month, obviously, but it's a very crucial month because I'm sure we are a big group of people who went into the new year with loads of motivation to be our best selves and to be healthy and organized and pursue our dreams and everything in 2025. And then towards the end of January, that's where most of us just end up like either forgetting about or just giving up on our goals, which we are not letting happen this year. So I've definitely been losing a bit of motivation regarding all of my goals, so I really want to take this day to kind of reset, recoup, touch base with my why and with all of my goals and things I want to work on, and do some resetting for February and for the rest of the year, because we are not just going to be happy and healthy in January, we're gonna be happy and healthy and our best selves all of 2025 and beyond. But as you can see in the background, I have all of my laundry that I need to fold, and along those lines, when I moved in, I kind of just threw all of my clothes into the closet. But I hate not having an organized wardrobe, but I've been so busy with moving things for the past month lot, but I think it's time to actually take out all the clothes and refold everything and make it super nice and organized in my wardrobe. So I'm thinking we're gonna do that. So here is my wardrobe. There's this curtain in front. And here is the current state of the wardrobe. I have sweaters up here, tops and underwear, pants, hangings, stuffed shirts and dresses, socks, workout clothes, and laundry down in that hole. And that's all of my clothes. And I think the system works fine. I just want to take everything out and refold it because, as you can see, it's not looking too cute. So let's change that right now.
Training, but more so, weekends and dragons. She's not. Where have you been? Well, you've been back here making plans to disobey direct orders from the scenarium, then the one sitting at her feet so much. You disappeared. As much as I don't mind, and all the while, you've been here. Check your breath like a genius one. It took me years because I had so little trouble.
I finally finished organizing my wardrobe and it is now almost 5 p.m. It took forever. I always forget just how long that always takes, but it feels so good to get it done. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is what my wardrobe is looking like now, and it's very dark, so I hope you can see. I still have all of my sweaters on the top shelf, looking very nice, and all of my tops on the second shelf. So I have tank tops, t-shirts, long sleeves, and then like knitted, like thinner sweaters and cardigans. And then in here I have all of my underwear all folded in these baskets. Then on the next shelf I have all of my pants and bottoms. So over here I have more. I have trousers, jeans, skirts, loungewear, and my pajamas in there. Then down here I have all of my socks and stockings. And down here I have all of my workout clothes, all folded and color coordinated. And then over here on the hanging I have all of my shirts and dresses, which is not a lot. And that is all. And it just feels really good to reorganize your wardrobe every now and then. So now I can see everything and I feel much more inspired to put outfits together. So that's done. I didn't get rid of any clothes because I feel like in the past year I have been really good at purging my clothes, and I did a good purge just before moving. So all of the clothes in the wardrobe is clothes that I actually use, which just feels good. Now let's move on to the next thing on the to-do list, which is more of a mental reset. But first, let's make a cup of tea and set the mood, because it is starting to get dark out and you can't be goal setting without some candlelight and a cup of tea. Everything set up for the perfect planning, resetting session. I have my snack. I'm having some apple with some peanut butter, a cup of decaf tea. I have my notepad, my journal, my MacBook, everything I need to get into the right spirit for this next month. So I'm thinking we'll start out by making a new vision board, but I thought I would initially just share my goals for the year with you. So I have quite a comprehensive list of goals this year in different formats, you can say. So first of all, I have my overall yearly goals. The first one is to create a beautiful, organized, creative, safe space of my new apartment, or in my new apartment. So basically decorate my new apartment and create this space where I feel safe and creative and like myself. And honestly, we're only a month into the year, but I can almost already check this off. I love my new place so much. The next one is I want to get in the best shape of my life. And I know that people always say that goals are supposed to be measurable, but I don't like putting a goal weight on here or something like that. 2024 for me was the year I started really working out, and it has been life-changing for me. It has improved my life in many ways, but the main thing is actually my confidence, I think, because before this year before 2024, I never saw myself as someone who could work out, really. I didn't see it as a part of my identity, but I really do now. So 2025 is just gonna be the year to really just dive into that and see how far I can get, really. The next one is a measurable, so we'll see. I want to reach 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and 10,000 followers on TikTok. I'm currently on 3,000 something on YouTube and 1,300 on TikTok. So I have a long way to go, but I only started 5 months ago and I was just trying things out, but I feel like I've really found my voice now. So now it's just doing it, you know? And that's the goal. We should be ambitious within the realm of realism, but I think I can do it. I hope I can. The next thing is a specific amount of money that I want to save, but I'm gonna keep that private. Then I want to read 50 books. The next one is actually appropriate reminder right now. I want to fix my posture. I am a very tall woman and I've always had quite a bad posture, and I'm really starting to feel the consequences of that. I am struggling with so much back pain, so I need to sit up straight now. And then I want to be better, and again, this is not measurable in any way. The last thing is I want to learn to regulate my nervous system, or be better at it at least, and learn how to regulate my emotions and my nervous system better, because with starting a full-time job and a YouTube channel, I am feeling more fulfilled than ever, but I'm also more stressed than I ever have been, and it's definitely something I need to learn to navigate in the best way, because it's not an option for me to quit this because I just love it so much. So it's finding other ways to regulate my nerves and my anxiety levels in day-to-day life, and I'm working on it. So based on all of these major life goals that I have for the next year, I've broken that down into some daily habits that I am doing for my fitness challenge, or my challenge. It's not just a fitness challenge, but my challenge that I'm doing with James, my fiance. So we have each broken our goals down into specific habits that we're doing for the first 100 days of the year without any days off. For me, that is a daily workout of some sort, and my bike ride to work doesn't count. That's the only rule I have. Daily movement, and preferably that's a 45-minute plus workout, but some days that's just not gonna work out, and that's okay. Another one is healthy eating, and for me, that is not a specific diet. I'm not cutting out any specific groups. I'm not cutting out sugar or carbs or something like that. I'm not fasting, nothing like that. I'm not calorie counting. I'm just trying to stick with foods that are wholesome and healthy. No frozen meals, no sweets, no crisps, no stuff like that. Then to work on my nervous system and to work on my posture, every morning I'm doing you will have seen it on the channel if you've watched my other videos, but I do a daily stretch session and a meditation, and then I have read 10 pages because I want to read 50 books this year. Then, because I want to reach 10,000 subscribers and 10,000 followers on TikTok, I set it as a habit that I have to work on my YouTube or TikTok every single day for the first 100 days. That is specifically filming or editing. So answering comments, doing research, all that stuff doesn't count. I have to be filming or editing. Other than that, there's no rules. It can be for 5 minutes or it can be for hours. But with the idea that if I just do 5 minutes, then maybe that will snowball into more time. So those are my goals and my daily habits to reach those goals that I'm doing. And so far it's going really well. Apart from my goals and my daily habits that are like my non-negotiables, I also have my principles, which are things that I strive for every day, but they're not like a part of the challenge. I strive to get 8 hours of sleep every night. That is not going very well, to be honest. I'm more towards the 6-7 hours, but I need to be better at that and prioritize my sleep for sure. I I have a principle that is 6 a.m. wake up time. I'm gonna drink 2 to 3 liters of water. Gonna do my skincare every day and floss daily. I want to post a weekly YouTube and 5 weekly shorts. So the YouTube is going fine. I'm posting every Sunday, but the shorts is not going so well because I've been making some YouTube videos that have been very demanding. So I've been editing almost every night after coming home from work. And that's just how it goes. I am gonna prioritize YouTube over the long form content over the short form content any day. But I would love to get to a place where I'm posting 5 weekly shorts as well. Then I'm doing a weekly everything shower just to prioritize the self-care and to feel good about myself every day. It's easy, especially when you're in a long distance relationship, to not be shaving and doing all that kind of stuff, but I do just feel better when I do it. So I am doing a weekly everything shower, and I'm also doing my laser treatment weekly. No coffee. I'm drinking tea over coffee again to help regulate my anxiety and my nervous system. I want to do a weekly meal prep. I want to keep my apartment clean and organized, and then I want to read every night before bed. So those are my principles that I try to do. Now, that was a long speech. Let me have a sip of tea. Oh, it's getting cold. Oh no. Okay. So I'm gonna try to make a vision board based on these specific goals, and that's where we'll start. And I have, like I mentioned earlier, I have a few reset things that I want to get done, but I'm not sure we'll get to do them all today. But let's start with the vision board and then take it from there. Okay, so I finished my vision board. Let me show you. So this is what my previous vision board looked like. I made this in the fall time and my goals were kind of similar, but the vibes are very different. So let's switch to the new one. So here is my updated vision board, and it's looking a bit more fresh than the other one for the springtime coming. I'll probably update this sometime this year, but for now this is the vibe I'm going for. I'm trying to convey all of my goals here. There is some money because I'm saving money, some self-care, skincare, so a little bit of romanticizing your life, some healthy foods, sleeping, working on my YouTube, drinking water, reading, all drinking tea, and meal prepping, all kinds of cute things. Some of the pictures have been cropped a little bit here, I can see, but still looking cute, so I'm very happy with that. And I think I will add this to my Notion as well. So yesterday I updated my Notion. I haven't been using Notion a lot in this past while, but I think I want to get back into it because it is just such a good way to have all of your different lists in one place. So I like to have a super simple homepage here because I just feel like if there's too much here or too much going on, I just end up not using it. And I also am keeping it simple because that's how it translates to the phone version best. So on my Life Hub here, I have my daily non-negotiables that we talked about early: movement, stretching, healthy eating, stuff like that. Then I have my whatever I'm planning on eating this week. Have a little navigation board over here. Then I have my daily to-do list and my shopping list, which is empty right now. And then a master to-do list and a little notebook session where I have my goals, my wish list, stuff that I want for the apartment, and random things like that. So if you're not yet using Notion, I definitely recommend. I also have my workout plan here and my YouTube projects and different things like that. I love Notion, but let's put our vision board here. It's loading. There we go. So obviously it's a bit slimmer, so it only shows the middle part, but this works just fine. I think this picture of the teeth doesn't exactly go with the aesthetic vibe, but I really need motivation to floss every day and take better care of my teeth. So looking at this picture of this perfect set of teeth every day will definitely help with that, because your vision board should be pretty, but it should also be functional. It should actually remind you of your goals. So yeah, this is what my Notion is looking like and my wallpaper on my laptop. Perfect. I finished the vision board, and I think some of the things on my list we're gonna wait and do another day. We don't have to get everything done today. I did also just write some little notes to myself that I'm gonna hang up around the apartment where I'm gonna see them, little reminders. So it's all about making your goals visible in your face where you can see them. So I'm gonna do that now. It is now 6:30 and I'm super hungry, so let's cook dinner and just enjoy the rest of this lovely evening. I'm feeling so happy and grounded and ready for everything, so that's great. I didn't get to do everything that was on my list today, but that's fine. We have loads of time. That's another thing that I'm really practicing this year, is just be positive, have like an abundance mindset when it comes to time, because I'm always someone who's stressing about like, no, I never get everything done that I want to do. I always want more time, but I'm practicing just no, I have an abundance of time. I can do it tomorrow or another day. What an amazing thing that I have so many things I want to do. But for now, I want dinner, and then I need a slow, relaxed evening. So let's do that. Made or prepped one of my favorite meals, so I'll show you. It's inspired by that viral salmon bowl, but salmon is pretty expensive, and when it's just me, I opt for chicken instead. So I cook some rice, a bunch of chicken, I cut up some spring onion, some cucumber, I have some sesame seeds, some soy sauce, and some sriracha mayo, and some avocado. And I'm gonna put all of this over here in a bowl, and then I'm gonna eat it with seaweed. And then I just take a piece of seaweed with some of it and eat it. One of my favorite dishes ever. Bunch of spring onion. Beautiful. So I just did the dishes and the apartment is looking nice, and it is now 8 p.m. and I think I'm just gonna pack my bags for tomorrow at work, and then I'm probably gonna have a cup of tea, do my skincare, do some reading, and head to bed early so I'm all ready to get up and go to the gym in the morning before work. But let's pack my bags. It is now 9 p.m. and I am all ready for a new week ahead, and I feel so good. The apartment is clean, I'm clean, laundry is done, my wardrobe is organized, I have my new vision board, I have my Notion updated, and I'm just feeling super good and calm and happy, and I'm just gonna spend the next half hour-ish just reading Onyx Storm before heading to bed. And I'm all packed up and ready to get up early and go to the gym. So this is just my favorite way to spend a Sunday. This is basically what I need every single week to feel completely zen and ready to go into a new week. And I do have some busy days at work ahead of me, but I haven't even given that any thought because I've just been so focused on me. So highly recommend doing a lovely Sunday reset routine like this. That's not necessarily just all about cleaning your space, but more so about cleaning your head and doing everything you can to make sure that you have to make the least amount of decisions and do the least amount of work throughout the rest of the week when you're going to your job. So yeah, I'm gonna read and drink my tea.